How's it, guys? Hope everyone's doing well. Yeah, so I am in a couple trades at the moment. This ARB long, also the Solana long. If you want to enter the Solana long now, you can. It's basically at entry. So I'm basically looking to target like 24.8 and then eventually 25.56. I'm expecting a pump um, like within the next couple minutes here. You can see Bitcoin is trying to break out. Obviously on the 1 hour time frame here for Bitcoin, this is the level here, this key level here at 28,300, pretty much 311. But yeah, it looks clean. If you want to take long, I would look at just Solana at the moment. So we long on Solana, we long on ARB. This position I took a long earlier. I didn't post it in the group because I wasn't really sure about it, so I didn't want to like post it, but it is actually paying out. So yeah, so just looking at Solana right now for long, looking just to target 24.38. Yeah. Um, how's it, guys? Yeah, I hope everyone's doing well. So just this position I'm in, as well as this one. Again, Bitcoin does look like it's gonna break this level here. You know, the next level for BTC is 29K. Because if you have a look at the 4 hour time frame, it's very evident that we've closed above this key level at 27,800, and there's nothing to the left here. We do have a little bit of support over here, 28,300. That's why we're getting held up a little bit. But I mean, the next clear level is 29K. So definitely something to look at. So obviously, if you are long on Bitcoin, I would be looking at taking profits around 29K. I am expecting a potential movement back down though. Back to retest this area, but I think that it's pretty much already done that, to be honest with you. But we could see this come back down, retest these lows, and see that push. Yeah. But if you look at the 1 hour time frame, right? Yeah, you see the 1 hour time frame. It hasn't created a bottom wick, so we need to see a bottom wick first. Once it creates a bottom wick, then we should see a movement to the upside. But it's just created this top wick on the 15. Yeah, so once it actually starts to flip bullish here, so let's just say, for example, now it's created a bottom wick, right? So once the next candle starts to flip bullish, then it would be valid to take longs for Bitcoin. But right now, it's just not valid. You need to wait for it to flip. Yeah, so like I said, we are long on ARB and Lana. Thing is with Solana, right? It pumps so much and it's kind of just retracing right now. So, it is that support. So I'm expecting price to bounce from the zone from Solana back up to 24.8 and then 25.56. That's what I'm looking at. But it looks like ARB is kind of outperforming most of the coins yesterday. You can see the monthly is crazy. Chainlink's up 34%, Render up 30%, Solana's up 25%. If we have a look at the daily, Solana is still up, Render's up 7%. Yeah, a lot of coins are up today, and obviously the monthly is looking very, very good, as well as the weekly. Although the week just started, it's crazy. Some of these coins are still up like 18%. So, yeah. Yeah, so this is what I'm looking at. Bitcoin Cash pumping. I was actually looking at this. I didn't actually grab it. Yeah, you can see that the breakout on the 5. Yeah, so for Bitcoin Cash, right? It broke out of this triangle formation, right? So what I'll be waiting for here is a potential retest, and then I'll be looking at long in the market over here. Okay, so Bitcoin Cash definitely approaching. The thing is, you don't want to be longing right now because it could be a fake out. But once price comes back, retests this area, I'll be looking at a long. Where would it be target? We'll target if we have a look at the 1 hour. Yeah, so we'll probably just target 252. Yeah, 252 would be a very, very nice area. And then if you break that zone, then you can look at 258. Yeah, so we would have to wait for a retest of this level, otherwise it's not valid. But obviously looking clean. The thing is, it doesn't have a bottom wick on the 1 hour. Doesn't have a bottom wick here. It looks like it's just going to carry on there. Yeah, it looks like it's just going to carry on to the upside. The thing is, I would want to see price come back down to the zone here, just to grab some liquidity, and then we get a move. So that's pretty much the only setup I would take. I wouldn't take a long right now. I'd wait for a pullback. Once it pulls back, then we can long the market. But until then, can't really do much there. Yeah, so I did take a long here for Solana. Let's see how this 15 closes though, because basically we want to see it close above this level here at 24.06. If it starts closing below there, then it will probably be invalid, right? But yeah, it looks like there is a bit of a retracement happening now, even for Bitcoin. So like I said, for Bitcoin, we needed to flip bullish, right? We need this level to obviously take out, right? We need to see a closure above here. 28.326. If we see a closure above this level, then it's valid for longs. But currently it's not valid. You can see it's coming down a bit here. So let's just wait and see how these candles close there. Because if you look at the 5 minutes, it's kind of just consolidating here. So we need to see a breakout of the range. So I'm waiting for a break of like 28.326. That would be the area you want to be longing here. So once it breaks this wick here, then it's valid, and then you could literally look to round this to potentially 29k. We need to see a breakout of this range. Yeah, I want to see how this Bitcoin Cash holds up here. We're essentially looking to long at 244.10. And ARB as well, we took this position. Looks like it's gonna flip here. There's no bottom wick here for our. We need to wait for Bitcoin to close above this level here, and then we'll take longs. To be honest with you, I wouldn't really short the market. I'd only really be looking at longs on the retracements. Ethereum as well, coming down here. I took this long for ETH earlier. Basically, it is like a bull flag, right? The target of this is essentially 1767. So I'm still expecting a lot more upside with this there. I want to see what happens here though. This it can still potentially retest this level and then look for another long. But the target here is this zone here. For ETH. 1768 would be the target. Yeah, so basically, still on this position here, but what I'm looking at is that is a target. So what you do is when you have a bull flag like this, you take it from the lower, whoops. You take it from the lower, right? From the start of the pump. Yeah. And you measure it like that, right? So from here to here, the target is normally the same. I'm not saying that it's always going to be the target, but that is essentially where you should be targeting. So Ethereum still looking for that next move, the upside. Yeah. And then Solana as well. We took these longs here for Solana. If you want to take this long, it would be a good entry to take now, because we still at support here and we didn't close below the range. You can see that this level here has been holding. Yeah, so you want to put your stop loss below this wick here at around about 23.85. And just looking to target these highs here. We're looking to target this level here, and then essentially this level. I did take a long earlier on Solana over here. And I took a little bit of profit and then reopened it long. Okay. Yeah, so we did take a long here for Solana if you have just joined. Let me know if you have any coins that you want me to go over. But essentially we're waiting for a couple of trades. Yeah, we're waiting for this trade, Bitcoin Cash. You know, it's quite evident what was happening here. We were trading in this consolidation range. We had a breakout, looking for a retest over here. Take some longs back up. Definitely something I'm looking at here for Bitcoin Cash, because you can see it broke out evidently, right? And the slower it comes back down, the more chance of the retest and potential upside. But if it comes straight back down, like if it already came back down, it would probably just be a fake out, right? So yeah. So we long on Solana. You look at MKR, yeah, sure. Yeah, MKR. So basically, I was looking at this earlier. I'm looking for a position for MKR, but I need to wait for confirmation here. But essentially, price was trading like this, came down, retested this level. We could see more downside. Okay. But at the moment, because I'm quite bullish on most of the coins, um, if MKR breaks above this high over here, I'll be looking at a long position. Okay, I'll go over OP also. Yeah, so if MKR breaks this high here, then I'll take a long here. Okay, so you can see that it needs to close above this zone because that would confirm that it would just be a fake out, right? So I'd be looking at a long here, essentially to target like these highs here for MKR. Because on the higher time frame, it's still bullish, right? Okay. We're looking at MKR longs as well once we get a break above here. There's a couple positions we're looking at. Look at the 4 hour for MKR. Still bullish, right? Still bullish. Create a new high. This is the higher low. So longs are still on the table, right? So like I said, we have to wait for some type of closure above this level here, above like 1492. And then once we get a closure above there, we can take longs. Yeah. So we'll put a alert here so we know. Yeah, so we'll put an alert there, and then we can look at a setup. ARB, like I said, I am long on ARB. I'm looking for quite an ambitious target of 1.007. I think this is going to play out. I'm currently up quite a bit of, I'm up like 20% on this trade. So I'm expecting this to carry on to the upside. So if you guys did just join, we did take Solana longs. We are long on Solana. You can see how it's holding this low here. So as long as Solana holds this low over here, I remain bullish, right? I do remain bullish. Yeah. So we long on Solana. What did you want to look at? OP. Sure thing. Let's go over OP. Actually, I haven't looked at OP in a minute. Let's see. OP looks good. Looks like it's bullish there. Pretty much every coin is bullish today though. Let's have a look at the 4 hour chart time frame. You can see the last time I charted OP was at like 1.28, so I haven't really traded this coin in a while. My screen did freeze, sorry. Can't speak English there. There we go. Looks like Bitcoin's breaking out. We will go back over that just now. So OP, very, very obvious, closed above the range over here on the 1 hour, on the 4 hour. Closed above the range. The next key level for OP is this level here at 1.4972. Definitely a key level for OP. If you have a look at the 1 hour time frame, yeah, it's a clear breakout of the range. This is kind of like a cup and handle. You can see normally we see a massive breakout of these patterns. Yeah, so I'm expecting OP to move to the upside today. If you have a look at the 30-minute time frame, still valid to the upside. If we have a look at the 15, yeah, I think the five minutes you have to be trading OP here because there's a bit of a triangle I can see here on the 5. Yeah, you can see there's a triangle here. We could actually take this trade. Yeah, this looks clean to be honest. Yeah, so let's have a look at this. We'll put this up here. Okay. So we're waiting for a breakout here. It looks like most of the coins are starting to pump. So we got an alert there. We want to see a 5-minute candle closure above here. Okay. Once we get a 5-minute candle closure, let's go back to Bitcoin. Yeah, we are looking for long for Bitcoin over here. You can see a closure respecting the range here, but it looks, yeah, I'm gonna take these longs here for Bitcoin. I would wait for waiting for the 15-minute candle close is probably better. to be honest with you. So what I'll do is I'll wait for the 15 closure, but if you want to take the longs, it's still valid. The problem is the 5-minute candle, it closed respecting the range, right? So that is a problem, right? So when price closes respecting resistance, we can see more consolidation, right? So what I would wait for, I'd wait for the 15 closure. If the 15-minute candle closes above the range, then we can take longs. But until then, it's just not valid. Yeah. So what are we waiting for? We're waiting for the 15. Waiting for the 15-minute candle to close above the range. We'll put it a bit smaller so we can see it like that. Okay. So essentially, this is the trade we're waiting for here for Bitcoin. Very, very easy trade. This is most of my trade setups. We wait for a breakout of a range, and that's about that. Yeah, Bitcoin Cash. I don't think it's going to come back down and retest this level here. Bitcoin's probably going to break out here, yeah. But we are long on Solana here. So if you guys did just join, we did take a long on Solana. We are long on Solana. OP, we're going to wait for this 5-minute candle closure as well. You can see if it closes bullish like this, we're going to take longs. And essentially just targeting the highs here. Yeah, so looking good here for long positions, to be honest with you guys. I'm not going to lie, it's looking good. Looking very, very good. OP looks like it's going to break out here. Your stop loss would have to be below this wick over here. Take profit 1. The Bitcoin looks like it's breaking out here. I'm going to take this OP trade in the next 1 minute. So TP1 would be at this high here. TP1 and then TP2 at the top. Same with MKR. MKR looks like we're waiting for that. We're waiting for a breakout of this range. Okay. But yeah, Bitcoin does look good, yeah. I'll wait for the 15 closure though. So we'll wait for the 15-minute candle to close. It would be more valid. The problem is it doesn't have a bottom wick either, so we would have to wait for the 15 closure. Yeah, I'm gonna take these longs here for OP. I'm gonna take this long here for OP. I'm gonna take this long here. We have to wait 26 seconds, then I'm gonna take it long. 26 seconds, we'll be in positions. But yeah, it's just a 5-minute breakout round. Yeah. We took this long here for OP. We have stop loss below this wick. Very, very clean setup. TP1 at 1.4653, TP2 at the top there. Okay. So we long here on OP. We'll put it there so we know. Okay. Like I said, for Bitcoin, we're only going to go long when the 15-minute candle closes. Yeah. Because the problem is right now it needs to close above this range. We need to see a closure above this range here. And then OP long, essentially just targeting these highs. MK, are we waiting for? I think it's a 5 closure. Yeah, we're waiting for. Sorry about that. The Wi-Fi is. Yeah, so we. Yeah, so Bitcoin. Let's see. We're gonna wait here for the 15 closure. Yeah, if it closes bullish like this, then I'm expecting more upside for Bitcoin. And then MKR looking good as well. We need to see some type of 5 closures above this zone. Yeah. Yeah, let's see how this plays out. But Bitcoin is looking very, very good. ARB, we are long on ARB. If you we did take a long here for ARB. I think ARB, even now, guys, like taking longs now for ARB, you could benefit from this because look at this, right? I wanna explain something quickly to you. So we have resistance over here, right? This candle over here, we closed back below here, we retested this resistance, retested again. Now we are currently looking like we're going to close above this level. So if it closes above this resistance, then it's valid, right? To take some longs. So obviously, like I got in quite early, I got in over here, but I would probably add to this position now because this is just looking like a retracement, right? For more upside. So potential, you could probably long again over here. You can add to this position here. We'll wait for the 15 closure, but it looks clean. Looks very, very clean. MKR, yeah, looks like MKR will get positions here. Let's quickly go back to Bitcoin. Bitcoin obviously closed below the range. It's bullish. So, longs are valid, right? Yeah. So I'll take a long here for Bitcoin. You would have to put your stop loss below this wick over here. You're essentially targeting 29K, but let's be realistic, yeah. We'll target here first. So basically just wait for this. We have a look at the 15, right? So if you have a look at the 15, we want to see a break of this previous wick over here. So you can have a trigger order for Bitcoin. So what that means is you can have a buy trigger order, which basically means if price, closes or hits this level here, you'll be entered. Okay. So longing Bitcoin now, definitely valid here. And if you took this ARB trade, if you added on to this position, I'm expecting price to just carry on to the upside now. We did take an OP long. We are long here for OP. Closed above the range on the 15. This is just looking like a retest. Yeah. So I would expect OP just to retest this level, carry on to the upside, right? But yeah, ARB is pumping. ARB is pumping, yeah. It's very, very clean. MKR, we didn't get that 5 closure that we were waiting for. So for me, right, what I'd wait for MKR, we needed to flip bullish here, right? So once it flips bullish on the next 5 minutes, then we can take longs. So we'll wait until it flips bullish. If it doesn't flip bullish, then it's not valid. But yeah, overall quite bullish at the moment. We're waiting for this Bitcoin setup. Yeah. So obviously we got that 15 closure out, which is valid, right? But we needed to break the previous wick. So if it breaks this previous wick over here, then we take the longs. But until then, I'll probably just stay out of it. Much too sure what's happening here with Solana. Still long here, but I'm still long here. We'll see how this plays out, but essentially I'm still bullish here. 26 minutes until the 4-hour candle closes, which is very, very big. So that's gonna be important, right? We're gonna have to monitor that. The 4-hour candle closure is happening in the next 26 minutes. Even for Bitcoin, right? We have a 4-hour closure as well. So we obviously need to be respecting like close bullish here. Bitcoin is, yeah, I'll show you. We're waiting for the break of the previous candle wick. So at 28,367. Yeah. Yeah, so wait for 28,367. Once we, break that candle wick, we should see quite a nice little pump. But it has to break that zone, right? Okay, yeah. Yeah, so that's that round. Then for ARB, like I said, we still long here. Solana, we still long on Solana. As long as Solana stays above this blue line, still valid. Still valid. Yeah, there's monitor Bitcoin, yeah. Important to just to wait for a break of the previous candle high. That's the only way I'd enter this Bitcoin trade. Obviously, I do see there's more upside today, but in order to take a trade, it needs to break the previous candle high. MKR, it's I want to see a nice closure here, guys, and then we can look at some longs. I want to see a closure though. So it looks like OP is coming down here. It's quite interesting. I wanted to see how this plays out, but we'll see though. If you look at the 15, yeah, we are long here for OP as well. We're expecting this to flip here. So it needs to hold this level here. Like I said, a successful retest and then a potential push. That would be valid, right? Let's see how Bitcoin closed in the 5. Closed below the line, right? So not valid yet. We need to see a break of the previous wick here. Like I said, we need to see either even a 15 closure above here now but I'd rather just wait for a previous wick here. So once we break this wick, once we break this level here, then it's valid. Same with MKR, we're waiting for a closure above here. We need to see some type of closure above here. But yeah, Bitcoin is coming down. We just have to wait for that. Once it flips bullish, then you can take longs. But until then, I wouldn't take long now. The Bitcoin cashed, also waiting for this into retest, yeah. Yeah, so it looks good. As long as Bitcoin stays above this blue line here, it should continue to upside. But if it starts closing below here, then we might not see this trade being valid. So yeah, good. Just looked like it might just be a liquidity sweep here. So we'll just wait, be patient. It's important just to wait for the 4 hour closure as well. Yeah, like this for Bitcoin Cash. Let's see how this 15 closes. If it closes respecting this level, then it's valid. Yeah, this looks like we'll wait. Is this a 15 closure? Yeah, it is a 15 closure. Yeah, these longs look good for Bitcoin Cash, to be honest with you. Bitcoin closed below the range, yeah. This closure is expecting this level here. Yeah, so let's wait another 5 minutes here and see what happens. It looks like prices is retracing, yeah.